it's going to be Tucker. Tucker in the news. Tucker's been in the news for a little while now, ever since he left Fox. Now he was at the Turning Point USA um, rally or whatever. I don't even know what they would call that, to be honest. But they do these rallies, if you will. Um, Obviously, it's a rah rah for the right, for the conservatives. But this article I'm going to read here, it's quite funny. This is from the Independent, so it's going to be garbage, obviously. But and the title tells you all: far right pundits and lawmakers evangelize and crown Trump and Tucker at Turning Point's Florida conference. Okay, like, you make them whatever. They're gonna make them like they're QAnon and all this shit. Anyways, so let me read part of this article until we get a little sick of this article, and then we'll just move on. Okay, on the stage of an influential activist group's 2-day conference. They're activists, apparently. Okay. Far right conspiracy theorists, Republican presidential candidates, and members of Congress veered into Christian nationalist evangelizing, QAnon adjacent conspiracy mongering, and a bleak picture of an America in rapid decline under Democratic leadership. Wow. That's a mouthful of garbage. Okay. The guest speakers at Turning Point USA's inaugural Turning Point Action Conference in Florida repeatedly denied the existence of transgender people, claimed that support for Ukraine is built on a lie, and characterized President Joe Biden as both a frail and incapable stooge and the most corrupt politician of all time. Okay. I think there's a lot of truth to unpack in that. Ukraine being built on a lie? Probably. I mean, doesn't two things can be true. You can say that we want to support the Ukrainians and their independence, but that the war and all the predication of that war, as far as it being a proxy war with the U.S., was built on a lie, and they lied to get support or to foster some support from the people for the war. That can all be true as well. It's okay. Anyways, so this article's garbage, but let's just okay. I think I'm done reading the article because honestly, I don't know if I can stand it. I'll just give you the synopsis of what happened. So Tucker was at Turning Point USA, and he had some of the big political candidates on stage, and he was talking to them. One of them being Mike Pence, and he kind of hammered Mike Pence, which was funny. Mike Pence is a career politician. He is that slick snake oil salesman type politician, coming in with the religion end of it, and he's preaching and all this bullshit, but he's just full of shit. He comes off as completely disingenuous to me. I don't think he's even fourth, which is pathetic since he was the vice president. You'd think he would be like the second sort of behind Trump, but he's not even. Anyways, so Tucker was asking him some questions about the Ukraine war, and specifically he asked him about in I guess in the Ukraine. I'm kind of paraphrasing here because I know the information, but I don't know the specifics of it. Now, they've been persecuting in some way religious, like priests and religious people, essentially in the Ukraine. I think that we're technically like Russian or maybe they were leaning. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they were supportive of Russia. Something of that end. But they're being persecuted essentially as religious leaders. And he asked him that question whether he whether he was against that or he's going to do something about that. And Pence lied or pretended like he didn't know anything that was necessarily going on. He said he spoke to one leader and that's not going on and all this shit. It was kind of pathetic. It was real greasy. He's just a greasy guy. He just really, he just screams old time politician to me. And I don't think he's going to gain any traction anyway. So, but that's basically what this was about. This Turning Point USA. This was basically a chance for all the Republican presidential candidates to showcase themselves, kind of in an echo chamber, right? Because obviously Turning Point USA is a right-leaning and conservative group. So they're not going in, they're going into, into a safe space essentially. But and everybody knows that Trump is the guy. Of course, he's the rock star. He's going to walk in there, and everybody loves Trump. So it's not weird to think that he's gonna steal a show when he's up on stage or any of that kind of, or someone like Tucker. He's very popular, obviously. So these kind of articles that talk about this thing as being like this big uh, right wing conspiracy QAnon bullshit. No, it's a rally for the conservative side. So stupid. We're so polarized at this point, the left and right, that it's all like if you're at all left, you're a leftist woke uh crazy, and I don't even know what you want to call them, just woke nut job. If you're right, you're a conservative gun toting uh white supremacist. Like there's no middle ground anymore. It's just you're put in these two baskets, and it's there's no normal. There's no there's no uh, common sense centrists anymore. It seems now, like we're there, we exist, obviously, but according to the media and all the reporting, it's just batshit crazy right, batshit crazy left. Depending on what perspective you look at or what media outlet you're looking at, and realistically, that's either got to change or something else is going to happen. So I really think that you know I think this is going to be a pretty big election cycle, and we'll see how it goes. I think Trump is gonna be the forefront, or is gonna be the nominee on the Republican side. As far as the Democratic side, it's still up in the air for now. I doubt Biden's going to be the guy, but if he is, well, I guess good luck to them.